Alright, it is Wednesday, March 6th, day off. It's supposed to be a fishing day. As you can see, it is pouring rain and the valley is covered in clouds. You can't even see the strip way down there. You can't even see it. So, and the winds are going to pick up to about 30 miles an hour in about a couple hours. So, no fishing for me today. Instead, I'm going to go over some of my tackle, mainly my freshwater stuff, and show you guys what that's about. All right, guys, so we are here in the kitchen where we got some better light, and I'm going to go over really quickly some of my freshwater tackle. First up, I'm going to go with my trout box. This little box here is all I need on my kayak when I'm trout fishing. It has all of my go-tos, all the stuff I know that works. So we'll go ahead and get started. Open this up, and we'll start at the top tray. First one, we got got some packs of trout worms, fringed trout worms, bubblegum, natural. Got some pre-rigged ones here, already done. As you can see, I put them on little jigs. I notice I get a lot of action out of the natural colored one right here. In here, this is where I keep all my soft plastics, all stuff that I know that I've caught fish on already. Atomic tubes, you can find these at Walmart. They work extremely well. We have the silver and chartreuse. I have a couple of them already pre-rigged. Most of this stuff's already pre-rigged, so it's easier for me to get them all set up on the kayak. Some baby crawdads. Little trout plastics, green, red flake. These little guys work extremely well. I have a few different colors. I caught on the white one last time I went. You get these at Big 5. All different kinds. They work really well. In here I have little trout swim baits. They have a treble hook embedded in them, so when these are done, they're basically all done. Silver blade, trout pattern with a trout blade on there. Open this up. I got extra treble hooks in here. This little thing, I got a little minnow. Caught a few trout on this little minnow. Got my bobbers in here. Got all of my terminal tackle in here. This side I got salmon egg hooks, treble hooks, jig heads, swivels, that kind of stuff. Flip it around. All of my leads, pinch leads, everything I need for trout fishing. Over here I have my metal lures. I don't have a whole bunch, but I got what works for me. Normally when I'm at Willow Beach catching trout and there's a bunch of people standing around not catching any trout, I'm usually the one catching them. I'm using these. These are Jig Spinalure, gold with red dots. These are absolute magic for trout. If you haven't tried them, I recommend getting them. Getting one. I think they have Big 5 has them. I'm pretty sure Sportsman's Warehouse has them as well. Little Castmaster. This is typically what most people like using. I like the Jig Spinalure over the Castmaster. It's personal preference. Another metal spoon. Obviously gold with red. Trying to mimic the Jig Spinalure. Got some crawdads. I've caught a few trout on this. As far as my soft stuff on the bottom here, on the bottom tray, these are where I keep all of my power eggs. I'm not a putty power bait user. If you like putty and it works for you, hey, power to ya. But I'm not a big fan of the putty myself. I like the power eggs. They work extremely well, and you don't have to worry about your bait falling off the hook. You're constantly changing it out because it is harder. And I'll show you real quick what that looks like. Some of my extra plastics, I haven't used these yet, which is why they're not in the other canister here. So I don't know if they work, but got some extra ones. I'll try them out next time I go trout fishing. In here I got a pre-rigged salmon egg. That way you guys can see how I normally work the power eggs. This is a salmon egg hook, tiny little salmon egg hook. Take the power eggs here and you just put it right through the middle. Now, sits kind of like that. Caught a bunch of trout on that. Like I said, they have a lot harder time getting these little salmon eggs off the hook. And I liked it better than putty. Like I said, got an extra spool of 6-pound test FluoroClear for trout. And that sums up all of my trout stuff. This is all I keep in my box when I'm on the lake. I do 90% of my fishing on a kayak, so this little box here is everything that I need. We shall move on to the lake bag. This is what I take with me to Lake Mead most of the time, or when I'm going to go either bass, striper fishing, smallmouth bass. Everything I need is in this little container here. So I'll start with the side. This side pouch here is where I keep all of my extra plastics. Got Yamamoto crawdads. Got some chunk trailers. This is the watermelon seed. Some other chunk blue and black. Little Dipper, Reaction Innovations, swim baits. Yamamoto Yamasenko's wacky rigging. I got a bunch of other ones too in the garage. I just tend to keep stuff that I know works on me. We will start with actually we'll go on this other side here. This is where I keep all my extra spools of line for leaders. Seaguar Red Label, this is my fluorocarbon. And then I have FluoroClear in 10-pound and 12-pound test, as well as 12-pound monofilament spider wire. I don't use the spider wire all that much, but have it in there just in case. Here in the middle pouch, front pouch here, this is where I keep all of my terminal tackle. Open this up for you. As you can see, I got all my drop shot weights, all my leads, all my weights, Texas rigging, everything I need. All different size hooks, live bait hooks, octopus circle hooks, trebles. Got some drop shot hooks. Got some finesse weedless hooks here. Some straight shank worm hooks, clips, swivels, everything I need for terminal tackle in that box. That's all I need. Then we shall move on to, we'll start with the first tray. Move this stuff out of the way. Put this back here so we can get some room to see. First box, this is I like to call my trolling / jerkbait tray. As you can see here, everything that I need for trolling, jerkbaits, topwater, anything from floating rattle traps that they don't make anymore. As you can see, I've used them so much that this thing is just absolutely tore up, but they still catch a lot of fish. I've caught I don't even know, hundreds of fish on these two. Rattle traps, all different colors. Strike King versions of lipless crankbaits. All of my jerk baits, different colors. Some float, some suspend, some sink slowly. This is the Megabass 110+1. This is the current magic lure right now. Most expensive lure in the box by far. And as you can see, I got many different colors. This is my topwater. This is a Heddon 1-knock spook. It has a big old ball bearing on it. There's one ball bearing that knocks really hard every time you yank at that. This one is the best, the cream colored one. And then I also have this one as well. I like to note that most of my lures all have similar characteristics, whether it being a black dot on the side, whether it having the red eye, as well as an orange bottom. You can see a lot of these have orange on the bottom. It's somewhere on the lure there's some orange, and a red eye, and a black dot. Not all of them are expensive. Some of these are cheap. Like this is a Bass Pro lure here. I've caught a lot of fish on this. Red eye, black dot, orange bottom. Cooked myself a little bit there. This is all my jerk baits, trolling, and so forth. I normally get in this box the most. This is why it kind of looks a little raggedy. I've had it for a number of years. So move on quickly to second tray that I have with me. These are all of my crankbaits and some of my jigs, swim baits, and so forth. Fire tire colors, you know, red bottom, red eye, orange bottom, I mean. Here's another one by Uziri. This is the 3DB. Red eye, orange on the bottom. Moving on to some of the poppers. A couple of them I got are brand new. I haven't actually used this one before. Red eye, black dot, a little bit orange on the bottom here. This one actually has a lip, so this one can dive and go up as well. I got, these are the Storm 360 search baits I was using in the last video. This is the smaller version that I was catching a whole bunch on about a month and a half ago. And this is the larger version. That color, I got a couple different colors. Some of my swim baits. These are made by War Baits, California brand. They made this for ocean fishing, but I use them for freshwater because they're such good lures. This is a weedless one. Put a swim bait on. You can put multiple different colors and stuff on the back of it. This is called a blue sardine, and I have a bluegill Kitech soft plastic on it. This is an underspin version. All of my jigs, all different kinds, football jigs, finesse jigs. I got swim jigs, some of my chatter baits in here. Everything I need. This is mainly I'd say mainly a bass tray. And last but not least, this is kind of a miscellaneous tray. I like to keep some of my plastics in here, as well as extra hooks and leads and stuff like that. Some extra Kitex. These are the other ones I was talking about. The bluegill flash keep on me, as well as the smallmouth magic. These work really well. Different twin tails for put on jigs and stuff. These are Yamamoto. I believe these are called skirted grubs, twin tail grubs. That one, I also have a cinnamon. They both have the purple flake. I tend to get a lot more action on the purple flake. As you see, I have a brand new one here. Sportsman's are the ones that sold this color that I like, the purple and black flake. Last couple times I went there, they haven't had it, so when I do see it, I usually buy a couple packs. That way I have extras. These grubs, the smallmouth, just love them. It's like candy. It's crazy how much. Haven't really caught much largemouth on it, but for smallmouth, these things are absolutely amazing. I have extra hooks, stuff like this to make it easier on the kayak, so I'm not having to tie on so much stuff. It has the lead attached to the hook if I want to do some Texas rigging. Football jigs. This is a lot of this stuff I have rigged up, as you can see there. So give you a quick look at what that looks like. And that is my freshwater tackle, guys. I don't need anything else. Like I said, I do about 80% of my fishing on a kayak, so I need everything to be accessible, easy to get to, and compact. The trays help with that, and that's about it, guys. Just got done cleaning up my reels, spooling up new line. I was supposed to go, like I said, supposed to go fishing today. I didn't get a chance because of the weather, so I moved my fishing date to this Saturday. So I'll be getting some new content, new footage this Saturday. Gonna be doing that. So I'll put this back in here. Oh, we got these bad boys. Here's the extra 360 search baits that I had, the Houdini and the hot olive color. So, for those of you that had questions about what I'm using, what kind of line I'm using, what works, I don't keep anything in either of those two trays here, or those two boxes. They don't work for me. Everything has caught a ton of fish. So hope this helps you guys with questions. Gives you an idea of what I like to use in freshwater on the lake, at least here in the Vegas area. And, you know, if you like what you see, shoot me a like and hit me with a subscribe. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Peace out.